All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I have been a fan of your character, JJ, for so long, since the beginning. I felt like JJ was like always a party person, like in the beginning, and then like now he kind of evolved into like this bigger person I thought he was, especially with his background in season 4. Like, what has it been like for you to see JJ character evolve since season 1?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The journey that he's been on has been so welcomed by me because we never know where a character is going to go. A lot of it is driven by other character storylines, but as well as how a character is received by the fans, by the viewers. That really dictates how the writers write. So I was very honored that my character really has become one that resonates with a lot of people, and I think that it's JJ's vulnerableness that he doesn't even know that he has, maybe that is so endearing, and you just kind of root for him. And I think you've seen this kid go from high school now to college, where he was trying to find where he fit in and how he fit in. He knew he had a lot to offer, but he didn't really know how to bottle it up and present that and have it be appreciated on the level and depth at which he brought to the table. I still think he's trying to figure that out. But as far as, me being able to bring that character to life, it's been so cool. And it's forced me and allowed me to have this like introspective look on my own life and see, am I presenting all my gifts in a proper way that is easy to understand? Because I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to communication. And are you able to communicate in a way that is received? And again, I think JJ's antics and his love to party, I actually think is so much deeper. I don't really know that he loves it as much as it might seem. I think he just has that much love in his heart, and he doesn't really know, he's not mature enough yet to know how to bottle that up and present it in a way other than the parties.
What has been your favorite part about playing him?
I think the journey. I think the wild craziness that I do get to play. Fun fact: I've actually never smoked or drank anything in my entire life. Ever. Not one puff, not one sip. So to get to play this party guy who's drinking all the time is challenging in a way, but really fun. And again, I think my perspective and ability to bring that to life is cool because from the jump, I knew that it really wasn't about the partying. So I didn't necessarily play into the obvious. And now I think the writers are starting to show everyone that, oh, wait, that was kind of just a facade. There's really a deeper storyline going on here. But yeah, it's just been really cool to play someone who is essentially so different than myself. But at the same time, I've learned that we are all way more similar than we are different. So that's probably been the biggest lesson that I've learned from JJ. And dare I say one of my favorite parts too, because I just love learning the lessons of life.
Yeah, especially like the last season, when the Halloween episode, and then like JJ was like just trying to get Spencer and Asher to talk, and then like he had that whole speech. I felt like that was like, to me, like the heart of the show in a way, in the sense of that one scene, because he just wanted his friends to be together and be cool and no drama.
Yeah, I think that's something I love about JJ most. He is about as drama free as it gets, and I think having that kind of centerpiece amongst the friends group has shown to be very, very important and very, very key.
Yes. As we enter into season 5, how would you describe your character's journey?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'll say this. I'll set it up. Season 5, and I know everybody says this, but I genuinely mean this. Season 5 is the best season of All American that we've ever shot. And if you had never seen an episode prior, I would say that's okay. You could start watching season 5, and you'll want to go back and watch, so you get some depth of the stories that are really coming to fruition now, but it's that good. Every episode is truly like could be a mid-season finale. I mean, it's like it's insane. But I think you need 3 or 4 seasons to build to let those roots grow so that you can have these moments of like, wow, this is really happening. So I think it's just it's just the best season we've ever done. It's so good. Like I actually just got the script for 506. So obviously every season, that's the first number of the episodes that I say. So 5 is referring to season 5, and then 06, so episode 6, season 5. But in our language, we say 506 or, 502, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just got 506, and it is like they're all just so good. And again, I'm just so thankful that we've had the opportunity to build these backstories, because this season is just a titan. I mean, it is just like, it's just there's so much going on that. Again, it's so exciting to film and work on. And I know it's going to be even that much more exciting when all the pieces come together and it's on everybody's TV. It's just going to be like actually must-see TV. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, I love it. Will we see more in JJ's backstory though?
Let's see, what can I say? I think you're going to see again, I think you're going to see the depth that has always been there, but needed time to grow and mature happen. And I think you're going to see characters come into this next chapter. This is the first season where we are all in college now. There isn't that transition. Like we're college. And I think there is a change that happens when you go from high school to college, but also when you're in college and you've been an adult for a little while. And things perhaps that you were able to get away with when you were younger, you can't so much now, and there's real consequences. And I think that we're going to see a lot of things again that in the past maybe you could brush under the rug. I think this season you're going to see some things that you have to face head on because they're that big.
What other aspects of college life do you want your characters to like maybe explore or experience on screen?
Yeah, I think I for sure am handling all the parties. I think I've got that under wraps. The best party thrower in town. I think the other characters do a great job of exploring the relationship side of the world and the dynamics and the hardships and struggles that come with that. It's crazy that we're all in school and we never talk about really the school aspect, like the school struggles. So I just find that to be interesting. I don't know how interesting we could make that. I'm sure that there are certain parallels that could be drawn. But it is funny to be on a show where we all are all in school and not a single book is ever shown. But yeah, I think just continuing to show the truth that is these stressful moments of being a young adult and feeling this pressure that you need to have the right answer for every question. When in fact, I think as we get older, we realize that there may never be a perfectly fit, just right answer. And we almost have to mold and flow a bit more. But I think when you are in those younger years, you feel like everything needs to be definitive. And I don't know that it is, but it's fun to watch people try and figure it out.
We saw last season Daniel direct episode. Like, would you ever consider directing an episode?
Oh, beautiful question. I've considered it. I do love that art, and I respect it so much that I would want to make sure that I gave it the due amount of time to really study it and understand it and be able to storytell, because it is so much more than it may seem, especially to do it just. And Daniel did a phenomenal job. Who knows? I think right now I'm really in love with the art of acting in front of the camera and telling that story. But you never know what the future holds. And I do love the leadership qualities that are required to be a good director. So we shall see.
After being on the show for the past 5 seasons, what is something you have learned about yourself or about your career?
Yeah, patience. Patience. And awareness and appreciation and gratitude. I think all those are related. But yeah, I think that you really have to understand the bigger picture of life or the bigger picture of the show. I think initially, when we arrive at a situation, we always want to be front and center, leader, number one, captain. But sometimes there's different seasons for that. So understanding the season that you're in, understanding that no matter where you are, your role is still very, very important. And to expand, I'm not just talking about acting. I mean, in life, with friends and relationships and your job or your position at your job. It may not be CEO, but that doesn't mean it's any less important. And I think understanding that, taking honor and pride in that in a healthy way allows you to do your best work and allows you to go home every night and be proud of the job you did. So yeah, just really owning that. And taking it upon myself to take to view every day as such a great gift and an opportunity to do my best work.
Mm. When you first got into acting, did you think this would be your career?
Oh my gosh. To be fair, I don't even think I was thinking that far in advance. I think I've done a good job of being very present and just kind of trusting that if I focus each day on laying that single brick as perfectly as I possibly can, the house will come. The rest will take care of itself. So I've tried to just put one foot in front of the other. And especially when I was just getting started, I had to just put one foot in front of the other because it was so unknown. Now that I have a bit better of a view, if you will, I can kind of game plan and figure out what's next and how I want to scope that. But I think when you're starting off on your climb, you don't really have a view yet. So you hope that you get to the top. You hope that you're able to have that perspective, but I think you're just so focused on each and every move day to day it's a bit tough to foresee something like this because it's not on you. And when you're younger, I think you're under this mindset of you can just hard work, dedication yourself to the top. And it unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Life isn't fair. It's not just black and white like that. You do have to work hard. You do have to be dedicated, but you have to be insanely lucky. And I say that, with caution. I don't want people to hear that and just think that that's the secret. Luck. That's all it is. Because there's a ton of hard work and dedication and being a good person and loving others and loving yourself and respect. All that you have to have all that. But there is an aspect of luck that does really dictate the heights that you are able to reach. That's just what it is. And I feel very blessed and fortunate to be in a spot, to be telling a story that did get some momentum, that has taken us to that next level. And now it's really up to us. Like, what do we do with this platform? Like, we have a lot of exposure now. We have a lot of influence now. So how are we going to use that? Are we going to use that to try and level ourselves up, or are we going to use that and try and help other people get a different perspective and help other people and encourage other people? I think both can be done, but I definitely think the latter that I mentioned is so key and important, and something that I am just so humbled and honored to continue to try and do for other people.
Were you always a fan of football when you first, started on the show? Like, or was it just like that was on?
So I actually started playing football when I was 8 years old, tackle football. My team was the Denver Broncos. And I remember my favorite player, his name was Terrell Davis, and he was number 30. So of course I was number 30 as an 8-year-old. I think I was in called the Grasshopper League or something. It was like a real cute name. But yeah, I've always been super athletic. I started playing baseball when I was 5. I think we have home movies of me when I was 3 doing push-ups with my dad. So I've always had a real athletic background. So to get to actually be on TV and be playing football is it's a dream come true.
What advice do you have for young people that see you on TV and want to maybe take on this career?
Yeah, keep a very, very open mind. Originally, I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player. Then I thought I was going to be a pediatric dentist. Now, I am disguised as an actor, but I really think my gift transcends that title. If I look back, I think the baseball wanting to do that really stemmed from desiring to be a leader because I knew I was good at it.
Yeah.
The pediatric dentistry, I think what I was really searching was needing to be fulfilled from helping others. I love doing that. The acting, I think what I really love is the ability to storytell, the platform that it provides me. So now that I put all those together, I think this is actually my gift. I think speaking to others, I think shining a light on my story, but also their story, and reminding them that they matter and that they're important, and that they can do anything if they set their mind to it, if they work hard. I think that's my real gift. So yeah, my advice would again be have an open mind. You got to work hard. You got to be dedicated. You got to love other people. Don't do anything out of spite or revenge or to teach a lesson or to show anybody anything. If you do have that energy, it's okay, but let's turn it and mold it and use it for good, because we don't want to carry that heaviness, that baggage, that weight, because negativity and toxicity is so much heavier than a smile. And I think to lighten their load and allow them to move more efficiently, faster, better, stronger, I think carrying that positivity is the way to do it.
Yes, for sure. I feel like something that I enjoyed just seeing from your social media is just like how the Twitch live streams, was that something you were always passionate about? Because you're always like posting it and making sure like there's a schedule and everything. I love it.
Let's go. Oh, I adore you. Thank you for the nod to the Twitch streams. Yeah, twitch.tv/Clowdus. I had no idea that it would have this level of impact and influence and change truly the amount of lives that it has thus far. I started it as a way to just share what I was doing. Again, I had no idea that it would actually become one of the most proud things that I've ever done. Like, I'm actually so proud of it just because of the depth of the impact that it has had. On there, sometimes I play video games. A lot of times I will do just chatting, so it'll be similar to this. There's a live chat, so it's like such a one-to-one. And I relate, no matter what I'm doing, I relate it to life. I relate it to lessons that I've learned. I formulate my lessons in a way that are not only easily digestible, but applicable to whatever stresses you're going through, whatever struggles you find yourself facing. I will give you little lessons and little tokens, if you will, that you can put in your back pocket for whenever you need them. And I think that's why the response has just been so great, because there's so much value that is being provided, which again, I'm just so honored and humbled to be in a position where I feel like I've earned the right to speak, and it's coming from someone who has had the trials under his belt, actually coming from experience, which I think is the best way to speak and teach, if possible, because someone who's gone through something usually has a better perspective than someone who hasn't yet. So yeah, the Twitch streams have just been remarkable and something that I am going to continue to do long after All American is over. I'm in love with them, and the community over there is just phenomenal, truly.
Is there anything you'd like to say to fans that have watched your career so far, or just All American? Do you have anything to say to them?
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me grace your phones or your TVs or your tablets, and letting me be a part of something that is so much bigger than any singular character. I think this show is going to be around for a long time, long after we're making new episodes. I think it's going to be shown in schools for decades to come, as a real cultural separator, just from the storylines that we're telling, the time at which everything took place. We are kind of pioneers in a space, and I'm really, really proud of that. So I would again say thank you for letting us make this show, because without you watching, we wouldn't be able to. So your attention and your love and your repost and your shares and your likes let us know that you're excited about what we're doing, and that makes us excited about doing it. So yeah, I would just greet them with a big old handshake or hug, and a whole lot of gratitude for the opportunity.
Besides All American and the Twitch streams, are there any other projects that you're doing that you can say or you're trying to do?
Right. Yeah, it's always a sticky situation. I'll say this. I'll say right now, my focus definitely is on All American. Season 5 is coming out October 10th. Best season we've ever done. And that is requiring all of my focus, as well as the Twitch streams, which truly just, those have my heart. If I said All American has my mind, my heart is really, really into these Twitch streams. There's some things in the works, quite big projects, but a little too early to say, just because there's a lot of moving parts, but it's really, really exciting. I can say that it's really, really exciting. It's things that I never dreamed that I would be in the running for, or be in the discussion and conversation for. So right now I'm just buckled in. My arms are up. But yeah, I'm enjoying this ride, and I'm laughing and rocking a big old smile.
What would be your dream role?
Probably something like James Bond.
Oh, I can actually see that.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I don't have the British accent, so I understand.
You don't have to do that.
But something like that allows me to be very smart, funny at times, wise, methodical with my moves, but also show off this action and this charisma and this style, this great physique, all of these things that I try and have in my own life, to bring that to the screen. I think I'd be able to do it, and I think it'd be just a monster hit.
I think it would be too. I kind of want to see it now.
Hey, love. Thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing this. Like I said, I really appreciate it. I love your character. I love the show. And so thank you so much for doing this. Like, as you say, season 5 is about to be the best.
It's the best.
I'm counting you on that.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been such a treat. I've loved your preparedness, so a nod to you for that. Because sometimes questions, it's like they've never even seen the show, or done any Google searching. You have, so thank you for being so prepared, and having such eloquent questions that allowed me to think and stop and give some heartfelt answers. It actually means so much to me that you did that. So I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the night, and I'll probably be on Twitch with you soon, something like that. So
hey, let's go. Hey, make sure you say, hey, it's Kemberlie. What's up? Make sure you let me know.
I will.
I'll be lit.
All right. Thank you.
You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.